Hello everyone and welcome to another video of World of Warships with FrankGB. Now this one is aboard the Nicholas, the Tier 5 US destroyer. And it was my last game ever with the Nicholas. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this ship because well, I have some epic games with it. Others were really bad. I don't know, this was a very hit and miss ship for me. Some games I had epic, just epic performances with it. In others I just couldn't do anything with it. And I'm finding the Firebook very much the same, the Tier 6 destroyer. I don't know, the American destroyers, I think I still need to learn how to do well with them, at least steadily. Because it's just like that, it's one massively great game to another one which is, I'm not going to say bad, but not really that good. Maybe I will get one ship or something like that, but not really that good. With other ships I can get good performance after good performance after good performance non-stop all day long. American destroyers are not like that, and probably that's because I'm not good enough with them. Still, my average experience with them is pretty high. It's more than 1000 experience per game, which means that I have some huge games and other ones that simply they don't produce most XP. Anyway, what I'm doing here is to cap B. Usually I find this a good idea because in this map most of the teams tend to split down the flanks. And not most go for the middle, which is understandable. If you go in a big ship down the middle, you can be subjected to enemy fire from several directions. But in a destroyer with a higher stealth rating, you can get in, cap, and get out. And this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm watching carefully what's going on and ships which are coming close. And ooh, I'm detected. Yeah, we have a Minekasi class destroyer around here. So I accelerate, totally give up with the idea of capping for the time being. Send a spread of torpedoes that way, just in case the destroyer pops that on that area, and so I can focus on the other one. However, he goes out before my torpedoes reach, so he's going to be able to avoid most of them. So I subject him to gunfire. He's avoiding hard and having some trouble getting steady hits, but well, damage is mounting up. I avoid his spread of torpedoes, as he has fired both of them. So now he will be on cooldown for more or less more than half a minute. So I just keep on banging here and putting torpedoes. He pops a smoke screen. I still pepper the area with gunfire. I check on my own torpedoes, which are still on cooldown, at least on those sides. Now I have them reloaded. I put a spread of torpedoes down his expected incoming line. Here he comes. Oh, he's almost stopped. Well, that's good because that last torpedo there is going to hit him. And that's one less destroyer for the enemy team. However, of course, no one detected, so there's no point in playing the stealthy defender now, or the stealthy capper now. So I just let loose on that battleship there. I totally steal that kill. I'm going to say it clearly. But hey, a kill is a kill. So now things have calmed down. I'm still spotted because of the aircraft, but those aircraft are moving away. So I can move into the cap area again and cap, which was my initial purpose. Damn planes won't go away. They are still within range. Now they are out of range. I take off my AA. I switch it off so it doesn't give my position away. And I start looking at that cruiser. Now, the worst enemies for American destroyers I'm finding enemy 6-incher cruisers, because they have such a big rate of fire that they can track all your avoidances, and they will eventually hit you and destroy you. And those two are an Omaha and a Kuma, both with guns. Well, one of them is 140 millimeter, is less than 5 inch, and that's 6 inch, but very rapid firing guns, which can be lethal for a destroyer. So I know I have to go on that flank, but I'm not really fond of doing so, because I know I can't stand a sustained barrel rates of those guns. There, the Kuma has spotted me. I pop smoke screen. I repair the engine damage. That's the thing. Those guns are so rapid fire and so accurate that they are going to hit you time after time and again. So I hide behind the island. That Omaha is over there as well, so I'm pretty much stuck. Or am I? Now, here is where I come with a devious plan. I mean, those two cruisers are not going to go down that path of the 1-2 lines, because there's a battleship down there. So probably they will pop up around that island at some moment. You can see the Kuma is actually moving down towards this island. So what I do is to wait for them. I'm pretty sure at least one of them is going to pop up in this direction. So I lie in waiting and spotted, because I have the landmass between me and them.
Engine boost deactivated.
And I carefully maneuver my destroyer forwards, backwards, using rudder to position myself properly for a good spread of torpedoes when any cruiser comes down that line. Of course, the whole idea is to, as soon as a cruiser pops up, drop torpedoes, get out of here. Well, like if I had the devil behind me. So I lie here and waiting, and I decide that maybe this is not the best angle. Which later on I'm going to say was a good decision to decide this was not the proper angle. Okay, here comes a cruiser. He's mostly focused on the destroyer though, so I don't know if he's coming this line or not, but seems he's coming this way. Still stopped. And here is when I decide maybe this is not the best angle. Start moving again, very slowly forward to give me the ability to turn. Then I go backwards to give me again the ability to turn. I'm going to open my angle slightly. I want to accommodate for maybe a further angle in my torpedoes. Of course, this is mostly a game of patience, and you don't really know if this is going to pay off or not, because maybe those guys don't come this way, but oh, do they come? And they both come. I drop my torpedoes, and you know what's coming. Boom!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
This was totally epic. It's a good thing I don't record live in World of Warships, because I was laughing so damn hard at this point. I was almost choking. I was expecting one, they came both of them and they came tightly packed. Ideal situation for my twin spread of torpedoes. Oh my, that was brilliant. Okay, so this flank seems clear. Now I'm going to move the other way. They have a carrier still alive. This is going to be my, of course, my #1 target. And yeah, is what I want to hit. There's a New York there, but honestly, with a carrier still alive, I'm not really fond of doing a suicidal run on that New York. Which is not suicidal. In general, when you go 1v1 versus a battleship in a destroyer, you are going to win. But you are going to take some damage in the process, and I'm 50%. I want to save this damage for the carrier, in case he gets some lucky bombs or whatever. So I'm going to move up one of the pathways up in the northern islands and look for the enemy carrier. I have a pretty decent idea of where he is because of the way his planes are appearing on my minimap. As you can see, there are fighters there moving south. The carrier must be in the line north from that position. So I know more or less where he is. So all I have to do is to move down this gap and to find him. We are winning by a landslide, so I'm not really worried about that battleship. If we were losing, probably I will have to go versus the battleship first. But if you are winning, why bother, honestly? Now, carrier has been spotted, precisely in the position I was expecting him to be. And well, this is going to be like punching a kid in the face, because that carrier has absolutely no defense whatsoever against an American destroyer. It doesn't have against a Japanese destroyer as well. One of the things that surprises me a lot is when I see a Japanese destroyer player going against an enemy carrier. They just go and go and go and go until they drop torpedoes. They don't use guns at all. I mean, I know Japanese guns are crap in destroyers. They are not really good. They have horrible turning times. They don't have really good loading times. But still, those are guns that you can fire as you approach. And I see people don't use them at all, which kind of surprised me. I mean, you have them. Okay, they are shit, but hey, that's some damage you are getting in. Maybe you get him on fire. Getting a carrier on fire is a big deal because he can't operate aircraft while he's on fire. So yeah, it's surprising. I even see American destroyers that don't use their guns because they are so focused on getting the torpedoes on the carrier. And yeah, the finishing blow usually happens with torpedoes, but if you have guns, again, use them. So yeah, well, I mean, that poor guy doesn't have any chance whatsoever. I'm coming closer and closer and closer. Aiming properly. Look, he put bombs on me, or he tried to. That was I was saving the damage for. Okay, spread of torpedoes. I sent both of them because I have the torpedoes of the other side ready in case I need them. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep on pounding him with gunfire. And he's not turning, he's not doing any avoidance, so those torpedoes are going to connect. And there it goes. That's the fourth kill. Well, the third one. Really, that battleship was a total theft. But whatever. Now that New York is still over there. It's at my very extreme range, but anyway, well, why not trying to get some hits? Not that I'm going to do a huge lot of damage from this range, but again, damage is damage. But now I see that up the 9 line there's a cruiser coming up. So St. Louis there. Now the St. Louis is a really dangerous ship for destroyers, mostly because of the all-around guns it has. Simply is so well covered in guns from any approach you do. But here I'm in a perfect situation. I'm covered by terrain, so all I have to do is to come here. The problem is that I see he's stopping there. He's not moving forward, so my torpedoes won't have a chance to hit him. And honestly, I'm not fond of going into gunfire arcs with St. Louis. But in the end, it's all I have to do. Because he won't allow me for a good spread of torpedoes. There you go. And as I said, yeah, those broadsides are demolishing. And I'm lucky he's almost dead, because he would have killed me otherwise. That rate of fire, and well, that seals the game. Now, if you were wondering why this was my last game with Nicolas, yeah, that's why. 10,000 XP. Well, of course, premium is accounted for, and the 3 times special for Gamescom was on. But still, oh shit, that's some epic XP and credits earned in a single battle. And yeah, that was my last game, because with that XP I had more than enough to unlock the Farragut, and I even have some XP laying around unused in the Nicholas, which I may convert into normal XP or not. I don't know because well my premium is expired, and I'm not sure I want to spend money in this game, mostly because I'm not swimming in money. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was pretty fun for me to play, and I hope has been pretty fun to watch as well. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.